So starting off this video, we're going to start off by getting a little closer. And then we're going to go on and I wash my face and I'm going to put on some ocean salt. So this is by Lush. I just decided I want to do something special for myself before anything happens. And I like ocean salt because it's pretty much like you have a margarita on your face. And it feels good, and sometimes I like it when I wash it off. So you're going to put your hair up in a bun after leaving that on for a little bit. And it's not staying, but wait. Ding. And then you wash your face off normally. Just pat it dry. Make sure that everything is good to go. Then you have a clean face to start off with. And then, after all that is said and done, I'm going to look at the camera quite dramatically and blam. Now, let's go to my room. Come on, come on, come on. Don't dilly-daddle. Come on. Moving forth to my room. Now we're going to start out with Shiseido. So this one is the Perfect Refining Foundation, and it's in the shade 104. I actually really like this one. My mom passed it down to me. I was like, I shall take it to my mom. Oh, so I'm using, like, finally these little brushes, the ones that everybody and their mother had. And ironically enough, my mother actually gave me this one. But I wanted to use it, and I've been really liking it. So it really does give me, like, an airbrush finish. So I'm just using that. I believe this one was purchased at maybe Marshall's. So after putting on my foundation, I'm going to be using this palette from Wet n Wild. So this is the Comforts, what I believe it's called, the Comfort Zone. So this is 738, and that's Comfort Zone. So I'm using like this color that's kind of like brown, goldeny brown, and then I'm going to put that all over my eyelid, and then I'm going to use that. And I'm going to be using a brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics. So that's just the round dome brush, but I'm just using that to kind of circle it around and put the color on there and blend it out at the same time. So I pretty much do that to both eyes, and then I got some of the ocean salt in my eye, and that's why it's a little bit red, so excuse that. Then I'm going in with the Kat Von D Ladybird palette, and then that one I'm just using the blue shade. And I'm just going to go in with a Wet n Wild brush, and these are the new ones, the fancy ones. They're not fancy, but they're really good brushes. So it's kind of like a chubby little brush. So I use that to go along the sides to smoke that out, and also smoke out my lower lash line. And I do that on the other side as well. Then I go ahead and use the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette. And then that one I'm using this color. It's Latios. I believe it's Latin. And then I'm using Real Techniques like the Chubby Dome Brush. And then I really like that as a transitional color. It's just a perfect transitional color. So now, we're gonna go ahead and bust out the cat eye. So for this look, I didn't really think too much about it. I just wanted something that was gonna like emphasize the lips because that's where I wanted the color to be. But I did want a little bit of color in my eyes, and I didn't want it to be pink. So I just said, hey, you can't go wrong with cat eye, a bit of smoke. So I'm just gonna be doing my cat eye really quickly, do the other side, and I'm just mounting the mirror like on my knee, and then I'm just going forth and doing the cat eye. After that, if you guys want to see a tutorial for my eyebrows, I'm gonna put it down below because I have a couple on there, so check down here. Thanks. Next, we're gonna be using this palette, and this is the Ready to Wear by Jewel, I believe, and I'm just using the bronzer, and I'm also using the blush that comes in the little like palette. And then I'm using Real Techniques brush to go ahead and apply that. And I'm using a little just angled brush to apply the blush. So once that's done, I'm just going to moisturize my lips, put some chapstick on. I'm going to go in and use this, and this is my Luminizer, of course, you guys know. And then I'm using this fan brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the highlighter to the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit underneath my eyebrow as well, and the top of my cupid's bow that's really, really tiny, and a little bit on my forehead and the sides, and I'm gonna scoop my baby hairs out of the way. So then I'm gonna go ahead and use L'Oreal's Carbon Black, but before that I'm applying like a primer, make them look a little bit longer, and that one is by Lancome. And then my Shiseido eyelash curler that I have had for ages, and I recommend. It's like 20 bucks, but honestly it's lasted me forever and a day, so you can count on that. So I'm just quickly applying mascara on. And then after that, then we're gonna go in for the lips. For the lips, this one I received an Ipsy Glam bag. Sorry, I got it like upside down, and it's called Cabernet. I believe it's called. Let me see. It is called Cabernet lipstick. And yeah, this one's by Hikari, and I really like this one. It smells a little funky, but it's honestly it's a really nice red. It's a nice color. It's like kind of a deep red. It's not like a really crazy red. But even on top of this one, I went ahead and I put on NARS. This color is called Cruella, and this is the Velvet Matte Pencil. So I really, 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 really like this combination. So after that, that's pretty much it. And I applied some perfume, and the perfume of the night was Calvin Klein Midnight Euphoria, I believe that's what it's called. And that's pretty much it. I got these flowers from my amazing boyfriend who's wonderful. And some Spanish-speaking countries, Valentine's Day is called El Día del Amor y la Amistad, which is also for love and for friendship. So I send you guys a lot of peace and a lot of love, and thank you for subscribing, and I'll check you guys out in my next video. Bye!